Welcome back to AppleInsider. Yes, you heard that right. We're talking Samsung today. Because when something interesting happens in the Android space, we notice. And the rumored Galaxy A56? It might just be the most surprisingly ambitious mid-range of 2026. So, what's the buzz? Leaks and insider reports suggest Samsung is seriously upping the game with the A56. We're talking a sleek redesign that echoes the flagship S series, a flatter edges, thinner bezels, and a matte finish that actually looks premium. Honestly, if you saw this on a table, you might think it was a Galaxy S26 Lite or even an iPhone competitor at half the price. The display? 6.6 inches of Super AMOLED glory. Full HD+, 120Hz refresh rate, which is now expected at this price point, but still nice to see. What's new is this rumored adaptive light boost tech, which might dynamically adjust contrast and brightness based on ambient lighting. It's Samsung flexing their panel-making chops, as usual. Under the hood, we're likely getting the Exynos 1480 or maybe even a Snapdragon 7 Gen 3, depending on your region. Either way, this phone won't be a slouch. The A55 was already decent for gaming and multitasking, so if Samsung pushes performance just a bit further, this could be a sleeper hit for budget-conscious users who still want smooth performance. Now cameras. This is where Samsung is apparently pulling some tricks from the flagship playbook. A 50MP main sensor, paired with a 12MP ultra-wide and a new AI-driven portrait mode that uses dual-pixel tech for better edge detection. Samsung's mid-range cameras have always been solid, but the software is getting smarter, and that might be the real upgrade here. Battery life should be solid, too. A 5,000 cell with 30 watts fast charging, not the fastest out there, but hey, at least we're not talking 15 watts anymore. No wireless charging, of course, but this phone's not trying to be something it's not. Here's something interesting: Samsung might bring 4 years of OS updates to the A56. That's the kind of long-term support you usually expect from Apple, not from Android phones under $500. It's a subtle nod to users who want stability without spending flagship money. And yeah, we hear you out about One UI. It's still One UI 7, with some tweaks for AI suggestions and photo editing tools baked in. Think of it like a gentle nudge toward galaxyAI without throwing the full weight of the ecosystem at you. Kind of like how Apple does with older iPhones, they give you the flavor without the full suite. So where does this leave us? The Galaxy A56 might just be one of the most well-balanced mid-range phones of 2026. It doesn't try to be flashy, but it's refined. Functional. Just enough innovation to feel new without pushing you into the $1,000 club. For Apple users curious about the competition, this is one Android phone worth keeping an eye on. And who knows? Maybe it'll push Apple to step up the iPhone A lineup again. We'll see. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments, could the A56 tempt an iPhone user? We'll see you next time. Stay curious.